I am Digga Dex. You are tuned into the hottest podcast on the planet. This is The Hideout. It is ladies' night here at The Hideout. I am here with my girls. Now, this feels like just a regular conversation. It's going to flow very naturally because I know these ladies and they are all, genuine women and they are my girls. I'm going to let them go around and introduce themselves because they are businesswomen. So I want them, just to share their social medias and their profession.
But my name is Kay. My social media is 𝔬𝔥𝔬𝔤. That's WHIITESWORLD. And I'm a nail tech.
Go. I need my
nails done, girl. For real.
Okay. All right. Oh, hey y'all, it's Mia. My Instagram is _MiaXOXO. I'm not sure if it's 2 underscores, but and I'm a hairstylist and a CNA.
Go off.
Okay.
I guess I'll go next. I'm Dawn. My Instagram name is 𝔠𝔬-𝔥𝔬𝔰 CAUSNOTION_danger. I don't really do too much yet, but my clothing line dropping soon, so yeah, just stay tuned.
Period.
Okay, I'm Monty B of the Beehive Suite. Instagram is at MUVAABEE_. I specialize in natural styles and I'm a breeder.
Okay, so today's topic is all about women, all about how we feel, what we do, how we improve, how we innovate, how we are creative, how we are innovators. So we're just going to jump right into it. Everyone here everyone here is a black entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur. And to me, I think that a lot of us are, as women, we take on a lot of roles, we take on a lot of tasks, and we get into a lot of things. And it's really a lot of work. So sometimes we might tend to downplay ourselves as women and our roles, and we might take on really like a lot of tasks. Being an entrepreneur is not easy.
Amen.
Business
Amen.
It's not easy.
Amen.
So we got our hands in many different baskets, and so we carry a lot of different things. Black women are kind of like within our
Our ethnic group like that?
Yes, within our ethnic group, we are kind of like, the leaders. We are the leaders in education. Black women are doing the damn thing in education.
Definitely doing the damn thing.
Thing within, their business and trying to make things happen. But aside from that, I think right now we are seeing like black men kind of trying to get on their shit. And I really feel like that's because I really feel like that's because of, the impact that
Women have.
Yes, that
today.
women have, but also the impact that the pandemic had. I think it really made people in general just realize the simple fact of we don't have like time for games.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, if I'm not making money,
If I want it, I'm going to go get it. That's how it is.
Know your worth.
Yeah.
And if something was to happen today or tomorrow, you can't go in the bank and touch something. So that's the problem.
that's true. But I feel like it opened up a lot of eyes for different people to jump into really like a lot of different things and run their own businesses, or not even just your own business, just find something that you're good at, find your niche, find your craft, find, even if it's a career that you want to pursue, even if it's a 9-to-5 that you want to pursue. People are taking chances on themselves and taking risks. So that's really super, super duper important right now. But also, I wanted to get into the simple fact of black beauty. We are all here. We are all women doing things, whether it be fashion, whether it be hair, whether it be clothing, or different things like that. We are doing something to improve women. But y'all quiet. I need y'all high.
Oh, you was talking.
Oh, yeah. I was listening, sis.
You was preaching.
I'll start talking.
But I know I just wanted, this just to flow like a regular conversation because simple fact of I love you guys and I'm glad that you guys are here.
Thank you.
But I'm finally glad,
Yes.
but I'm glad that you're here because this conversation is kind of a little bit lighter for me because I really tried several times, just to talk about what my podcast is and what it means to me. But with you guys, I feel comfortable enough to do that. So I created this podcast, which is the Hideout. This is the Hideout podcast. I am here with my lovely ladies, but I do have my co-host who I also, love dearly. But for me, this podcast was really just about, taking a chance on myself and really developing something for myself and me trying to see myself grow and see myself actually understand myself, because often, like, I'm very quiet. Not quiet, but sometimes I can really just be in my own world. And I really kind of just wanted to step outside of myself and challenge myself and take the risk to do something different. To be not outspoken, but to make sure that I am able, like, this helps me to elaborate on who I am as a person and how I see myself in the world and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to develop.
Yeah, because a lot of people do not know outspoken Desiree. I ain't see that side yet.
It's just like, I don't know. I go into a show, like, you have to really know me or like just be comfortable around me. Or I have to be comfortable around you in order to really showcase who I am as a person or my character. Like, I'm not an open book. I tell people that all the time.
Your vibe definitely gave that. When I first met you, your vibe definitely gave that. And I just was like, well, yeah, she like me. I like her.
I'm not open book because like I don't know. Like, if we don't vibe, if I don't catch your drift, then we just gonna be like,
that's exactly why we vibe so much.
It's not gonna be no bad.
I was
blood.
like, you want a shot of Henny? She was like, yeah. I was like, all right, we can
No,
definitely.
when I remember that like it's yesterday, he's like, yeah, that's right, take a shot of Henny. I'm like, a shot of Henny. But
Seriously, I met this girl on Twitter. Literally. 2019. Like,
Yeah.
it's possible you can make friends on social media.
I think so.
And no new friends rule.
Yes, I don't know what's up with this. No new friends. I'm always open to new friends. I ain't saying like I'm open to bitch my business, but I'm always open to get to know new people.
I would say I don't like people that much, but I mean,
Yeah.
cool and I catch your vibe, then it's nothing there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing for
Definitely.
your vibe.
I don't know. I think we are at the age where it's like, we've done the teenage phase, we've done the young adult phase, and now it's all about what makes us happy or who's around us to better us.
I definitely feel
Positive
like that.
vibes, positive,
So
positive
like,
energy.
yeah, we are cautious with the new people that we allow in our circle, but it's like, if this person is helping us grow, or if this person is making us happy, showing us different things, like even friends, like platonic friendships, it doesn't have to just be relationships. But if something is making us happy, and I'm all for it, if anything is making you happy, do it. And that's the phase that I feel like I am in my life, transitioning to just do what makes me happy.
That's all that matters though, is your happiness.
Exactly.
Because it's like we all got a day that we're going to die. So it's like at the end of the day, you can't take your money, you can't take your clothes, your jewelry, none of that. It's all about your happiness. If you die happy, then, hey, you accomplished something in life.
Yeah.
And to be honest, when you live your life for you and not how others view you or how others feel, it's just so much better. Like, your life, like, you living life for yourself. You don't live through other people. So, like, me, I surround myself with who makes me happy. And that's just how I carry it. Like, I mean, I catch a lot of good vibes. Like, I can be out at a party and have fun with everybody, but I'm not going to consider you a friend. You know, you're an associate. When we get together, we can go out, we be at parties and stuff and have fun, but I'm not ready to call you up on the phone. It's like, you got different people for different stuff, too. Like, everybody I meet is most of the time.
And as you
And I
get
had to
older,
learn
you
that.
as you get older, you realize that like you have your associates, you have your friends, you have your best friends, and then it's not always like you're trying to be secretive with certain people. It's just you just gotta know
Not
who is
everybody,
who
yeah,
and
like-
how
You
to
can't
deal
mix
with
and
certain
mingle
people.
all
Yeah,
friendship groups.
you
You
can't.
can't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But okay, so now in your life where you guys are, what is a friendship to you? What defines friendship? What are you looking for when it comes to friendships or just meeting new people in general?
I don't want no yes man. I'm gonna just
Me
say
neither.
that, number one.
I am not a yes.
I don't-
If you're looking for a yes
my
man
pin
friend,
tweet
no.
on my Twitter
Right up to
is, if you my real friend, I would rather you spit that real than spit my
Spit it out.
feelings. And I'ma always
Seriously.
say that. Like, I'ma respect you more for keeping it 100 with me. Like,
And I'm
I might not agree with
Agreed.
you. Because at the end of the day, this is my life. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
But if you my friend and you feel as though that, you feel me, I shouldn't be doing this or whatever the case may be, I just want you to keep it 100 with me at all times. That's
Sometimes,
what friendship is
Go
to
ahead.
me.
see, sometimes I be feeling like a bad friend. Not necessarily saying a bad friend, but don't you know how like you had that one I mean, we all been there before. When we've been through something, we just constantly keep talking about it. There's no change. Like, sometimes I just don't want to keep hearing that. I'll say that because I've been in that situation, and looking back, I sound crazy. Like, keep complaining, like I'm not ready. No, I don't want to keep hearing that. I don't want to be rude. I just want to see you change. Like, I'm not ready to tell you if it makes you happy and I'm not doing that. No, I'm not ready to tell you do that what makes you happy, because obviously it's not making you happy.
I'm that friend that's going to tell you like it is. So like, I'm that friend, like I'm not going, I got a mouth on me. A lot of people be like, you don't know what to say, you don't know how to talk. Because I'm definitely going to be raw. I expect you to be raw with me, because if I can dish it out, I can take it. But at the same time, I do understand what you're saying when you're saying like, you don't want to keep constantly hearing the same stuff. If I don't want to hear it, I had a situation with my best friend. I straight told her like, I no longer want to hear about him. She ain't take it, she ain't take it to heart or nothing. She just was like, okay, I just won't come to you with that situation. And I'm like, whatever, do whatever makes you happy. But at the end of the day, if you're going to continue to do it, don't complain about it.
Exactly, that's what he said. Exactly, because you put yourself in that situation.
The first time, the second time,
it's nobody else's fault now but yours, because you keep going back. Like,
also, I decide, like, I feel like with a lot of stuff, you have to limit what you're saying. You can't look at everybody as a diary. Sometimes you have to be your own diary.
Exactly.
If you're going to continue to deal with stuff, you're going to continue to deal with it. You might as well not even speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're going to continue to deal with it.
I think that the hardest thing that I really had to tap into within myself, because I felt like I was so used to being like everybody's source for like the person that they come to, or like
talk about it.
Dealing with like everyone's problems, like that. Me really dealing with my own. When it came time to really deal with my own stuff, I was looking for people to be there too. But like, you really sometimes really have to dig deep and deal with yourself and learn how to be okay with yourself and know that the things that you did in your past, they are your past. What you're doing now, as long as you're taking one step to make improvements, that's all that matters. But also, I had to learn as a friend my limits and my boundaries. And you have to really know your friend and learn your friend to know who they are as a person. And I say that because, for me, I feel like all of my friends are family. All of my friends are family. You're my sister. You know my family. You know my parents. You probably met my whole entire family. So for me, you are my family. You are my sister. And so I carry it as such. But I think what you guys said is, people make their own choices and decisions, and you have to respect that. You have to respect that boundary. Like, people are going to do what they want to do. They will listen to you and they will hear you. But at the end of the day,
that's their decision,
and it's their life.
Because it's their life.
Yeah, but I remember a time where I took it real personal. Like, I took it personal because you want to see, like, your friend
do better,
right? You want to see your friend in a, like, not hurt or not fucked up or not this or not that, and it's like you just gotta let it rock out. Like, you just gotta let it happen. And I don't love you no less. Like, it's like I don't love you no less. Like, but I gotta let you experience this. And on both ends, people had to let me experience this, and I had to let them experience that. But for me, it was. Experience is the greatest teacher to me. Yeah. Because I think that, like, there was a time where I, like, never say never is so true.
Oh, yes.
Why? I just said this the other day. I just had this conversation with my best friend. I was just saying, people are so quick to say, oh, never me,
could be
never me. The only thing I can always say, never me, I'm not letting no nigga beat the shit out of me. I'm not letting that happen. But,
girl,
other than
we already know you ain't never
I'm not letting that shit happen. But, other than that, like, I can't never be in a situation where I can say never, because it's been in so many situations where when I was younger, I was like, that could never be me, or da-da-da. Like, for instance, smoking. Everybody that knows me know I smoke. I've been smoking for 10 years. Before I started smoking,
I'm never
going to smoke. That shit nasty as shit.
I started smoking way earlier than Desiree. But by the time I tried to get Desiree to get blunt, she was like, no.
I was not smoking. Now, one thing I can say, I never smoked. Like, I started smoking in high school, but I didn't like smoke like during school or anything. I never smoked during school. I would only smoke on the weekends. But once I went through a tragedy in my life, like, I started smoking heavy. But I used to be one of those girls that was like, I never would smoke. And look at me now, Chief Keef.
Girl, what? And you good?
What?
Okay.
Okay, I can't go nowhere without a blunt. Do you hear me?
But besides that though, I think that me going through a situation or me speaking on my friend's situation that they came to me about, and sometimes as a friend I had to tell, like, now, if you do not want my raw, honest opinion,
don't
do not come to me.
Don't come to me.
And I say that to say
that.
like, all right, I'm not gonna be insensitive to you. I'm not gonna be insensitive to your situation, but I feel like there are two things that as a friend you should ask. You never know what you're like, and I had to take this into consideration because someone told me this. You never know what your friend is going through, and you're trying to talk to them about your baggage, and you never ask them, are you okay? You never ask them, like, is your day okay? You feel me? Are you in a space where you can, process this information, or do you even want to talk about it? Because sometimes you'll find yourself just venting and talking about it because you feel safe.
I
with
think
your
that's
friend.
where a lot go wrong with female friendships, because instead of them, like, you could be going through something and you get like a little distant, and it's not towards them, and it's straight, you acting phony, and you this and you that. Like, no, I'm not.
Like,
if you ask me, am I okay? Like, when we talk, you don't never really ask them, am I okay? Like, we talking about you.
I'll be the first to say that I'm that friend that's gonna be distant. You're not gonna talk to me.
Yes, you're not. Yes,
I'm definitely that friend.
But I'm like, I have a life outside of my friends.
First of all, my phone is always on do not disturb. That's number one.
I work. I'm a mother. I got a boyfriend now. I'm like, it's a lot to be going on. And I, like, to be honest, I've always been a hit.
We're not kids anymore.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not kids.
Grown.
That's the thing. We're not kids. We got responsibilities.
Since y'all saying that y'all are not the friend who is always going to be available,
right?
Are y'all the friend that tends to lean on other people for stuff?
No.
You know how sometimes you have you have friendships where they come to you for everything,
and you can never come to them for
and
nothing.
You can never get it back. No matter what it is, whether it's help, advice, a place to stay,
See,
money is coming to you. But when you see them, they're never there.
I can honestly say I've always been the strong one, because growing up, like, the type of mother I had, she was very emotional. She was very, like, she had a lot of childhood traumatic experiences. So I was used to being the head of the household and being like the backbone. So for me, I can take on everybody's baggage and still handle mine.
Can I say something? I'm sorry.
Definitely.
I don't think that we really kind of understand how our experiences shape us into be the person that we are.
Yes.
Because when you made your move years ago, you feel me, with your business, and when you made your move, you feel me, to do certain things, get your car and move out. This is why I say you don't understand it then, what's going on, but once you get a little years, or you take that time for yourself, you understand, like, okay, like someone who's doing it sooner than you, but like, you just understand at your age the things that have happened. You like, okay, I get it, and I understand why you took on that role, and I understand why you did what you did, and I understand why certain things happen. Right. But everything is shaped, like everything shapes who you are as a person. And I realized for me that I had to break out of certain toxic traits that I didn't even know affected me. Like, personally, your childhood traumas and all of those things,
they affect you every day.
They will stick with you, and they affect you every single day.
As much as you think that it don't, it definitely does.
It does.
In certain situations,
I'm currently going through that now.
Play back and everything, like, it's definitely, like, takes a toll on your life, like. And you really don't pay no attention to it, because you really think, like, all right, I'm older now, I don't care about that shit that happened back in the day. But when you really think about it and really put it together, it definitely affects you. When you think
about how your daily life, the things that you do, like the things that you do, it's like
like secondhand nature.
Yes, but it's like oh my God, I can't think of the word for it. But it's like you do these things because you remember, or not even just remember. It's just like.
Like
deja vu?
Not deja vu.
I'm so like, you don't even gotta think about it. You don't even notice that you're doing it, but you're still doing it.
Right.
Like, impulsive.
Basically, if I can think of the word. But
a lot of that comes from your parents too.
That's why I was saying,
definitely.
You don't realize
we don't talk.
Parents are like, I had a good childhood. My mother and my father are still married, but my mother used to work for the FBI. Her first nature is always scary. Everything is always scary, no matter what it is. So in my mindset, I'm always focused on the same thing. So it's like I keep telling her, like, you put the negative first. Like, I just told her, like, I want to move out my townhome. I want to move somewhere else. And she's like, oh, well, that's a little bit more open, and the killer could be waiting around the corner. Like, why are you thinking about that?
Right.
So, but I know I would think about that if I'm coming around that corner because of a lot of things she had instilled in me since I was younger. So even though I didn't have like trauma from my family and stuff as a kid, a lot of the negatives she instilled in me, and I carried with me growing up. It kept me safe. I can honestly say that from when we were, you know, that age between 13 and 17, we want to be grown. It
definitely.
Kept me from doing certain things. I was never sheltered, but it kept me from doing certain things, you know, being scared.
Because that's how I have a friend like that. You know, her mom is a CEO, and her like certain, like, she definitely went through the same thing
to life then, you know, when you're young and you just want to have fun and anything can happen to you. I was more cautious.
Mine was so opposite. My mom sheltered me. Like, she was so strict. Like, I couldn't really do stuff. Like, I could do things, but it was just always like, oh, who gonna all be over there? Or who gonna do this? And who gonna let me talk to the parent? Let me do this. Like, it was always so sheltered. Oh, you gotta be. I understand certain things, but it's like it was just always so sheltered. Like, mama, like I was talking to her the other day, and I was telling her, like, we need to talk about, because a lot of the things that you did in my childhood, it affected me. The way that you, I wouldn't say she treated me bad, but it was just like, certain things I feel as though you shouldn't do to your daughter. And they don't understand that, and it's like now, and I still be trying to explain to her now, like, it's a different generation now. You gotta understand, like, raising my little brother.
Two different people. Like they're two different people. Like, my mother is literally strictly from the streets, and my father is like, I'm going to work every day. I'm making my money legally, like, da-da-da-da. So it's like, I learned a lot of life lessons through my mom. Like, my mom taught me a lot of things. Like, my mom been to prison, like, all that. You feel me? She been on drugs. Like, but if you see my mother, you would never think none of that. For real. But my dad, he never really, like, been outside. So it's like, his outlook on life is very different than my mom's. But so like that just kind of always, so it's like I had both sides. Like, I had the street side, and then I had like the business side. So it was just like, it was a mixture.
Well, I can honestly say I'm probably like, my mother was real freely. Like, I didn't have to really ask for stuff. At one point, I would get up in the morning, if I didn't want to go to school, I had to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like for me, my mother was the worst mother. Okay, like, she was a good mother. But it was more so like, I had a lot of freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying? My mother never sheltered me. She never was strict. And I was always honest with her. Like, I looked at her like, that's my mother, but I also looked at her like, that was my best friend. All my friends could talk to my mother about anything. She was like the safe space. My house would be like the safe space. Like,
and that's how my house was.
Right? Like, and like Dawn said, my mother was hood, but so was my father. My father was always in jail, though. My mother was like a single mother trying to make ends meet. My stepfather was in jail. My father was in jail. So it's like, things wasn't that rough, but I learned survival early. So like, I grew up fast too, because like, my mother, if she had to do something, like if she was working a job and stuff, most of the time my mother did a lot of under table work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she never really was having like 9 to 5 just so she was on payroll. But she did a lot of under table shit, and I would be the one to step in and be like head of the household. Once I was able to get a job, I was the one bringing in the money for it. Like, so I did grow up fast. Like, that's what he was saying. Like, I did everything I did because I felt like my family was too reluctant and reliant on me. Like, I was the head of the household, and I was only 18, but I felt like I had 3 kids. And I had none. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I finally did get my own son, like, I had my own kid, I was determined to get out and be on my own, because I didn't want to have to carry the weight of having my own child and having 3 other extra kids. And taking care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I did kind of grow up a little faster. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not like an old head, but I'm more like an old head. Like,
and then my parents are older, so I feel like I have a different outlook on life when it comes to certain things, because I have older parents, and then like I have siblings, and all of my siblings are older than me, but at times like I do feel like the big little sister. Like, I feel like I have to be like I went through a tragedy, and that it's like everybody just was like torn apart, and I'm just sitting there like trying to keep everybody together, but I'm the youngest. Like, I'm the youngest person. Like,
I was just ready to say,
I still agree with that to this day.
Our parents' generation and our generation, because of what they're used to from the generation prior, it's like, okay, which is why when we want to take risks, like how you said, like, it's always a negative. I've experienced that with my father. Like, the reason why I went to go buy my first car is for the simple fact of, I always felt like, and I really, like, I really, like, when I'm dealing with stuff, or if I'm dealing with like internal or something like that, for me, I'm used to being alone, you know, like by myself and all that stuff. So once I deal with it alone, and I reflect, and I try to comprehend and try to do better and try to really understand. And I feel like, you know, like, my dad always was negative. Like, it was like, even though sometimes your parents are present in your life, it can kind of be better.
Thank you.
If you feel me?
That's how my dad is too.
It's like, okay, a lot of choices and decisions that I could have made, you feel me? And I look now at myself as my 23-year-old self, and it's just like, I could have probably did certain things differently. And it hurts me because you waste time, and so now I don't want to waste any more time.
Right.
And it's like, okay, when I was 17, it was like I was still a child because I was still getting treated as a child. And I'm not saying that you should be treated like an adult at, you know, like
17.
Yes,
certain
but
things should be
responsibility, or your parents trusting you and actually, you know, allowing you to make your own choices for yourself and supporting you. And I think my biggest problem was, I've always had this problem. I always had like financial problems with my dad when it came to like supporting me. It's like, you know, people be like looking on the simple fact of like, okay, you live in this big house and all this other stuff, but I was really going through real shit. It's like, you feel me?
Definitely.
It was like,
Definitely.
yeah, I had this home, but honestly, I could really, like, if this house wasn't inherited from his parents, I probably would be living, I don't even fucking know where. You feel me? Like, and my dad had issues that he really needed to deal with personally. And it affected, he didn't realize a situation had to happen to him in this late stage of his life for him to understand that his choices and his decisions, how they affected everyone around them. Definitely. And they don't see that. And it was like, I've always wanted to speak on it, but I didn't. And it's just like, now, like, from February of 2020 until now, so much growth for me has happened because of the simple fact of people had time to just sit and deal with what they had to deal with. They had time to make choices and decisions for them to smarten up, to wisen up. So what you gonna do next? What is your next move? It was all about you trying to figure out that it was like
who you are, basically.
Yes, but also that support that you think that you had, or that safety net that you think that you had.
It's not gonna always be there.
You didn't have.
Not at all.
And see, I can definitely say, so I live life like, the way I live life is like I have nowhere else to go. So I feel like I live life, and the way I hustle so hard, because I've been doing hair, strictly doing hair for 3 years now, and that's how I made my income to take care of my son and everything. But I've always had that mindset, like, if this all goes downhill, I have nowhere to go. Me and my son are gonna be on the street, so that's like motivation.
That keeps you going,
go harder.
right?
Yeah. So it's like when a lot of times I don't be saying, when I say I'm strong, I'm not saying like I don't go through problems and I don't have this, that, and the third, because I go through a lot of shit. I just choose to bear it differently. Because I feel like I have no turning back. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother's situation, my mother she got a house and everything, you know, she's stable, but me and my son going back there, we don't have a room to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a space. I haven't shared a room with my son since he was 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made sure that we got out there. Like, even though my first place was income based, I was just ready to get out of there. So while I was living in an income based apartment for real, I was stacking my money. So when I finally did,
what you supposed to do? Because most people don't do that, and you did the right way.
I got out of there.
I think people need to stop allowing other people to influence their choices and their decisions. Do what's best for you, and again, do what makes you happy. But do what's best for you financially. Just everything. Don't allow. Maybe it's because of the generation we are in with social media and social network.
We look about materialism.
We look at other people's lives and try to.
I don't fit in this generation.
I don't either.
Like we look at a lot of people look at other people's lives and try to evaluate how they can accommodate or acquire those things that other people have.
But that might not even be, and the people don't understand. Like that might not even be in your plan. Nope. What she got, like you do nails. I might not want to know how to do nails. Right. You have a podcast. I don't know how to talk to people. You know, you do hair. I don't have the patience for that. It's not always in your plan to do what somebody else is doing. That's why you have to figure out who you are and what you like in your own niche.
And speaking of that, coming down to doing hair, I don't like to do hair. Like I wouldn't say I don't like. You know what? Let me start say that. I love doing hair. It's the doing other people's hair. I never wanted to do other people's hair. I only started doing it because my friends doing my friends' hair, doing my friends' hair, and then they started. And then as it started going, I was like, okay, this is cool. But as time went on, I was like, no, this this is not really what I wanted. I only ever said I wanted to own hair salons because I really do like hair, but it was not ever for me to sit and build a whole business and doing it. So it's like now I'm stuck. So it's like I don't want to just stop doing hair, but then it's like I don't want to keep forcing myself to do it to the point that I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do it like that.
Yeah, it's a hobby for you. Like for instance, like modeling. Everybody asking me, oh, you should be a model, da da da. I used to model, but I used to model because it was fun for me.
Right.
I don't ever want to make modeling a job.
Yes.
That was far as my clothing line, being behind the scenes, putting shows together,
I
putting
love to be
shoots
behind
together.
the scenes.
I will be behind the scenes all day like my girl Rihanna. My bitch is behind the scenes, okay? She in the motherfucking warehouse like, yeah, I want this fabric, and that together. You feel me? Like, I would do shit like that because, you feel me, that's more so my wave. But as far as like me being out there in present, that's only what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't want to do it as a job.
Honestly say as a braider, I always was doing hair. Like back in middle school, I started doing my own shit.
And
in high school, I started
they do not. You listen, as the braiders, they don't have to wash and blow dry your hair.
We do not, because we don't have to be licensed in the state of Maryland to do hair. I'm just saying we don't have to be licensed to braid. All I'm saying is,
I think hairstylists should wash.
I think hairstylists should, because I ain't gonna lie, bitches don't know how to wash their hair.
I'm about to tell you, they don't.
I can agree. That's nasty.
If you come to my salon and you're getting an 8-hour service, baby girl, I'm charging a fee because it takes me 8 hours. I'm not kissing,
I'm not gonna lie, you definitely a braider. And when you go to the
okay?
African shop, you have to come with your hair braid. Wash and blow dry.
Exactly. So I don't know where y'all getting this. Oh, braiders need to.
Bitches like really not know how to wash and blow dry their hair. I don't understand. As a
female,
female,
people get to the middle and fuck up.
As a female, I just feel like the basic thing that you should know how to do is wash and blow dry your hair.
I can honestly,
but they don't. And flat on. I feel like you should know how to flat on too, but they don't.
If you come to my
I agree with that. I feel because anything can happen today or tomorrow with hairstyle in the hair industry.
That's what I'm saying.
You should know how to
do the basic of flat on washing and blow drying.
Minimizes that problem. You don't have to worry about turning them around, because now you done turned them around. If you're not charging them a fee for turning them around, you just lost out on money, and you lost out on a potential client that could be in that spot.
I'm about to tell you this, to be honest. Everybody that I see complaining about their hair being washed or whatever, I don't know what braiders they go to. They be like, I wash and blow dry. All I'm saying is every client that comes into my salon is washed and dry, whether they getting 6 feed-ins or knotless braids to their butt, okay? Only people that I said I will accommodate are children, and they cry. But if you come in and you're getting cornrows or anything, your hair is dirty, I won't turn you around. I'll wash your hair. But the thing about it is, you just was complaining because you was going to sit for 8 hours and now you have to sit for 9. Right. So instead of you, like, mind you, females will be like this, oh, you don't wash your hair this and third, but I still have to sit in your chair all day. Therefore, make the process shorter.
I don't like them. I don't like them type of bitches.
Like, I don't like clients that complain, because it's like, I feel like clients don't understand what we go through. I'm not eating any meals for 8 hours straight. I've been up since 7 in the morning, and I'm getting home about 9, 10. I have a kid, a man, and I still gotta feed myself. All I'm saying is, I be getting off of work, my fucking feet be hurting. I can't have sex because the bitch is tired. I'm going to sleep. I don't want to cook.
Bitch be cranky as shit.
In the morning, I'm all hostile and shit because I ain't get no dick the day before.
I ate once.
Ate once that day. And then I got worried about the next bitch coming to my salon complaining.
But let me say this though.
Clients, I will say, I don't have clients, but clients are definitely a fucking ass.
Yes, but listen. So I was having this conversation because as hairstylists, I had this conversation with my sister about, wash and blow drying and different things like that. But someone had made a post, they had a business or whatever, and they were talking about how they hated that people were jumping in their DMs or something like, oh, I'm ready to get my hair done, or like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that. And okay, I understand that it can be seen as inconsiderate for people to be like, oh, you feel me, I want to do this, or oh, give me this shirt, or
like, I only do that with my friends.
Whatever business that you do,
like, I have to know you personally for me to do that.
I don't think you bet when you're done.
Whatever business that you do, but she got mad and made a post that was just like, I'm tired. Like, it was, I don't think it was professional.
I'll say it. Yeah.
But it was just like, I don't think that, you feel me, if you come in my DM and you're not ready to pay, you're not ready to do this, and you bitches should do this, and like, it was just like, okay. For me, it's like this. As a business owner, I understand that, some people are coming in my DMs. They might be potential clients. They might not be potential clients. And
No, hold on. Some of them come in your DM and don't say hello.
Okay, professional investment.
Okay. They don't say hello.
I know what Desiree's trying to say because it is a professional way to do it. I always say I'm professional first because I'm the person that's going to take you to court. Dispute a charge with me, and I'm taking your ass to court because I'm going to get my money.
And I agree.
My good sis said she getting her coin.
The way that people talk about stylists as far as not responding, you have to come off as somebody respectfully. You'll be like, oh, y'all don't respond for 48 hours. You hopped in my DM and said, can you do this? How much? I have a website. I have a way about going to do things.
Oh my God.
Introduce yourself. Tell me what you're interested in. I will direct you to something that's going to help, my website, my page, or anything. But you have to be respectful as well as a professional.
As a hairstylist for you that has the, you feel me, like the website, your frequently asked questions, your price list, you feel me, all on your page. Now that is definitely someone that I probably wouldn't dive me your DMs. Oh, how much is this?
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna look on your page and see if I can find what I find. But some people do not have. Some people just want to ask general questions because some people might not have the money to afford whatever you're charging. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the price list for me to just see and see if I can afford it or not, I'm gonna have to ask you a question. Do you get mad if I don't book with you? Maybe I can't afford it. Maybe I don't have the $500 to get my weave sewn in, or maybe I don't have the $700 to get my knotless braids done. You feel me? Maybe I don't have that.
Or for what Dawn is saying, okay, like y'all just said, if it's there, you won't. But you will be surprised that 99.9%
they
of
do.
people dive in your DMs.
Trust me, they lack common sense.
Okay,
that's true.
Do you know how many times? This happened to me today. A girl had asked me, did I have a morning appointment available?
Bitch, do you see it on my time? On my motherfucking schedule?
She had only thing she had to do. All the girl had to do was literally go on the link and see that I had one available. It would have broke down so much stuff. I had to take a little time because I was doing hair. Then she was like, "It's too late because you took all day to reply."
Baby, I'm doing hair.
And another thing, when stylists are doing hair, we cannot keep stopping doing our first client that's already in our chair paying us to attend to a prospective client. It's like this, wait 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like if you hit up a customer service line, you have 24 to 72 hours before they respond. Give a person who you already clearly see probably because you're like, oh, I went on your site, appointment's not available. They're probably already a busy person and they're probably already overworking themselves. Be considerate to the stylists and stuff too. A lot of people act like us that offer services, not just stylists. Okay?
They don't put themselves in other people's shoes.
They act like we're not real people. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to also understand we are black. We get it.
The most.
Yeah.
I was ready to say that once she finished.
Understanding. I was ready to say myself in by me doing nails. I put myself in a category of I'm going to be better than what they're going to expect from me. So the way you book with me online, as soon as you book, I'm gonna text you.
Send you a confirmation.
What would you like? What styles? What colors? So I have everything ready.
But that's what I'm talking about.
But you have to also understand.
Bitches need a customer service class. I'ma just say that.
I agree. No,
I'm not gonna lie, bitches definitely. Cause I'm not gonna lie. Some like, for instance, what you just said, that's great customer service. Bitches
some people don't have it.
But sometimes
they lack it. I'm
not saying that you shouldn't feel how you feel within hair. Like as a hairstylist, like okay, I have as a business owner, period. I have all my ducks in a row. I have everything in line. I have a website. You can look on it. Okay. And there are some people, some clients. I ain't gonna say some.
Don't read.
I ain't gonna say some.
Literally, don't read.
Reading is fundamental, people. I'm gonna just let y'all know that.
Do DM you about stuff that just.
That's literally if they was to read or to go check.
It's
literally.
I feel like when you get in business, all things come with business. Like all things come with business. So that post that she posted, I feel like it was unprofessional, and I feel like it was unprofessional for the simple fact of people gonna come to you every day. Sometimes either a client you gonna make the money with the client or you not gonna make the money with the client. And people gonna have to understand what you do is like what you're doing. Like, all right, I was working for like you just said. You feel me? You was doing hair, and you feel me?
It be the question marks that irritates me because like to not be rude, it makes me not want to reply because it's like I was busy. Like I couldn't reply to you right away. I was busy, and then they don't understand that when you say like I was busy. Well, I don't need it no more.
But it starts with us though.
Like
we gotta take accountability because it does start with us. For one, as a woman, you go out half the time, a female looking at you looking at her, what the hell is she looking at? That's not even good customer service starting there while you have a business. Number one, we got to learn on the street how to smile at other women, introduce yourself, this is what I had, this is my business. so many business owners are already naturally rude.
They all about the money. It's not about their business.
The ones that charges fees for everything.
It's one hairstylist. She owns a couple of salons. When on Instagram, so jolly, so cheerful, so loving. When I walked into her shop,
You felt, yeah.
I feel like I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
trying to get some hair.
I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit
Still was
back.
doing
I'ma sit
whatever
my-
she was
I'ma sit
doing
my one on my
and had
shot
to go
list.
get her male assistant to go get my hair. She couldn't even stop from what she was doing
I feel like I
to
know what
help
you're
me.
talking about.
So this is my thing.
Who y'all
Like,
talking
on
about?
Instagram, I'm not mentioning no names.
No, y'all don't say the names,
At
but
this point, after the podcast is over, we're gonna drop the names.
And so women empower. I'm for the woman, black, you know, this and
we don't
that.
like those.
But in person, you are horrible. It starts with
Let me
horrible.
tell you what the in person is. The in person is rude.
Yes.
The in person is money hungry. The in person
Yes.
is funding their lifestyles.
Yes.
The in person is, you feel me? I only take these amount of people a day.
But we need our customers. That's how
I'm
we
not
live.
even breaking.
That's how you live, exactly.
It's like this. If
And y'all, and they be acting as if when I hear, like, cause I say it quick, like, bitch, what you don't want no money? And I say that quick because at the end of the day, if you don't get no clients all day, you won't make no money.
Right.
So how you gonna pay your rent? How you gonna pay your
They're
car note if that's
charging
your
our
only source of income? How are you gonna do that?
Hold up.
And you got a nerve to be rude to your
I'm
let you
clients.
clients.
To treat each other.
Yeah,
That's
you got a
the
nerve.
problem.
You got a nerve to be rude to your clients. You got a nerve to really treat people as if we need you, but at the end of the day, you need us.
I'm
Right.
gonna
Because
say
if we
this.
don't book with you, then you don't get no money.
I'm gonna say this as a stylist. I do have consistent clients that literally probably fund my life. But all I'm saying is
No, that's not what I'm
business
talking about.
works two ways. No, I'm saying no, because
No.
that. I'm saying business works both ways. So this is how I am. I definitely don't like being asked a lot of questions, but my clients will never know. My clients come to my salon. By the way, I'm at 797 Curl Street, in Pigtown. I'm just saying stop by Ficed and Flawless because we don't got that energy. You come in and you like family. Okay, Thursdays we get lit with wine. Okay, but all I'm saying is everybody isn't like that, but a lot of people are. A lot of the Instagram celebrities and fashion stylists be bitches. I'm
Yes,
just saying,
they be really
y'all go and
rude.
spend money with them, and all they want is your money.
Just pull
They
up
don't
on them
care
and
about
slap the shit out of them. I
They
bet
be
you they
really
going like
rude.
that.
Come over to the Lil Doug side. We gonna be big pups soon, and we still gonna carry shit accordingly because the money and shit.
that
don't
sound
get
like a
to out
baby
here.
gangster to me.
But you see how,
I'm saying-
like you don't be like to be asked a lot of questions. You might not give
But
that
I don't
energy.
get that energy.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect
see,
that.
see, bitches will give that energy off or just straight
definitely will.
off the back
I'll
get smart,
answer.
and they be like,
They definitely.
see,
will.
I'm
But
not
they
a
the
problematic
bitches-
client.
they the type
I'm
of
the
bitches.
bitch. I book my appointment. I send my message. If you don't reply in a couple of minutes, a couple
Then I'm
days,
moving on.
I move on to the next person. You feel me? Or if I'm in your chair, I don't talk. Bitch, do my hair and we can get the fuck out of here. You feel me? I don't talk.
I'm
Get me
in
wrong.
between.
I can make conversation. Don't get me wrong. Like I can make conversation, especially if I feel as though your vibe is cool. I will make conversation, but I'm just not the problematic client. I'm just not. And as far as my friends, because my friends, like for instance, my friend right here, she does hair. You feel me? I'll text her like, hey man, can you do my hair such and such date at such and such time? Do you need me book online? She'll probably be like, no, I do it. See, but
long
it's
as
at the end of the day,
it's
I respect
respectful.
my friends.
Yeah, and the crazy, I got regular clients that do the same thing.
Man, how much?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Not walk across.
No, he didn't.
It's always the black
I'll be
brother trying
like-
to bring us down. I'm just saying.
It is.
Black men don't want to see us win.
We all about women empowerment. He can walk outside.
See, I would be like, man, how much was my hair? Or you feel me, or whatever. And she might not even charge me what she charged somebody else. I don't know, and I don't care. But at the end of the day, that's my friend's business, and I'm going to support it 100%. That's just...
I even do that with my regular clients.
How do y'all
Cause
feel about that? Because
Feel about what?
how do y'all feel about your friends who do not support your business?
I'll honestly say this because it was an issue before. Support is not financially. You don't have to come to me. You don't have to sit in my chair. I don't have to service you.
yes,
Support is
Yeah.
just posting.
I agree.
I have a friend who does
Support
lashes.
is anything. It's word of mouth. It's anything. Like,
Yes, I have a friend who does lashes.
Trey
She's very-
extensions.
Trey extensions book with my sister.
Trey
Don't play
underscore
with her.
extensions.
Don't play with that girl. She's not
and
one
she
of
do
them.
the colored ones too. If you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, it look real good.
Okay, but I don't get lash extensions because I pull them off in my sleep. But at the end of the day, if a bitch comes to me like, who do lashes? I'ma refer my friend. You feel me?
Right.
If I'ma repost her shit. If she having a sale, I'ma repost it. If she having a raffle, I'ma repost it. Whatever she's doing, I'ma repost it because at the end of the day, I still want her business to grow. It's just
Right.
I don't get lashes. So, but when I do, trust me, like I get lashes like my birthday. or something like that. But she's the only person
Like,
that I
like,
will
yeah,
go to.
yeah.
Though.
Right.
Like if I do want that, because at the end of the day, you are my friend and I support your business 100%. And it's just that I don't get lashes. So
Okay, I have
Yeah.
two things to say. Okay, spreading the wealth or spreading the, like, sometimes you have friends who do hair, like majority of your friends do hair, or majority of your friends do a certain type of service. Spreading yourself out, and like y'all said, it's different type of ways to support. Whether you post their flyer, whether you post their sale, their promotion, whatever you're doing, their hair page, or whatever. You gotta spread yourself even. Also, now that we're on the topic or whatever, we all know that we do business or whatever. Let's get on price tag of beauty. The price tag of beauty. When it comes to hair, when it comes to nails. Now, what I do understand, and we had this conversation before, you feel me, when we discussed the price of your supplies, when it comes to nails, the price of hair products. You understand what I'm saying? The price in Dawn, fabric, vendors.
that shit high.
Okay?
Okay.
And
And
it's like-
Corona ain't making no better, okay?
I buy my braiding hair wholesale, so it's not that high. But I mean, I charge for labor, not braiding hair. But you bring your own. I'm still charging for labor.
But I understand, like, when braiders
Oh,
have,
oh my
when
gosh.
braiders have, like,
We got an
1D,
example
1
right here. We got an
natural.
example
That's
right
not-
here.
I
We
get
have
it,
an
but, like, for
example
instance,
right
like, I
here.
have braid
It's
hair,
not
so if you be
hello.
like, bitch,
You
you
see
gotta
how
bring your
it's
own
no
hair.
hello.
Right.
It's no
It's
nothing.
not-
It's
yeah.
just
That's
do
definitely
you.
how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, at first, excuse me, I was drinking too much wine. At first, I used to do garter slides. It was one set price for the pack of hair. Out of nowhere, if you wanted colors, they was charging you by the color, by the length, by the brand. I'm like, it did not used to be like that. At first, it was one set price.
The
so after a
200s.
while, exactly. After a while, I just started charging more because if you wanted color, yeah, I had to charge you more because it's more for me to pay for the hair.
Right.
But like honestly, I would be on some bring your own hair stuff, but I still charge for labor because I'm literally, like I said, I'm taking 6 to 8 hours out my day. I'm not
Right.
eating. Yo, my client literally said, I come to you, you go to the bathroom once.
I
And that's
think-
probably if I got my son.
I think it's just reasonable prices. Okay, with fashion, like you making your own things or you developing your own brand or whatever. I understand when people charge like $50 or $100 for a shirt
Right.
because it takes a lot of work to put in. First of all, you need a graphic.
First of all, you gotta pay for your sample and that shit.
Yeah,
high
it
as
do
shit.
be high.
You need
You
to
be
pay.
like,
First of all, you
damn.
pay for your. Okay. So I was trying to make some shirts, hoodies, and some tees.
Right.
First of all, you have to pay the graphic designer because you
Yep.
can't even do
'Cause he's
business.
designing it.
You can't even do business. These people won't even take like your ideas or what you're trying to do without you having something set. Without you coming to them with something because they do so much business that they can't go off of you what you're trying to do,
Or
what
your
you're trying to put
ideas.
on the shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to have it all together.
You have to have a sketch at least.
And
That's why full manufacturing companies are better than just going through a vendor because the manufacturing company just helps you pull all that together. As far as when a vendor, you just gotta come to them with your shit already put together and they gotta, put it together for you. But as far as a full manufacturing company, they definitely help you get all of that together. Like,
I literally dropped some sets for my son. I did not know it was that complicated. I sent over pictures of sketches that I wanted, and they was like, "What size? What measurements?" I'm like, "You don't just know the universal size for this
Yeah.
age." Like, they
But
like, what
sometimes
colors,
they
what
be
patterns?
on the
I'm like,
whole
God
other
damn.
side of
They
the
were.
world.
My people were like, what is it called? Middle Eastern. They were like all the way out there.
Indonesian.
Yeah, so I'm like, God.
You went through like WhatsApp.
No, I actually got a vendor from somebody that
Oh
do
my
clothes already.
god, girl.
My WhatsApp, I do use WhatsApp to
My heart
communicate
just
with my
dropped.
vendors, but I
He
went through
always do
somebody
this.
who actually had
Why
like,
did
a
he do
clothing
that?
line, and he sold me his vendor.
Okay.
So I did that right.
that just annoys me.
Well,
a
I
little
feel
bit.
like this. For one,
why?
the price of living
Then
is
if you
definitely
look real
high.
fast, he look
You
like
can't
him a
even
little bit,
find
even
a
though he
place
looks
to
good.
live that's under
He lost
$1,100.
And this,
And
skinny.
on top of that, the living, the food, the kids, the everything else.
Everything.
I don't fault people for raising their prices or charging a lot.
I don't.
Now I see you have some people who live the designer life, so
Right.
they charge by the things that they want, such as a purse.
But
such
if
as
your
a
shit
new
not
car.
quality, I'm not paying you but a
Right.
certain amount. I'm
I'm
sorry.
tired of these. Let me just say, I'm tired of these bitches that's doing these motherfucking classes and don't really be giving out fucking information.
Excuse me, this
Y'all
girl
not
was
even
charging
licensed.
$9.50 for her ponytail classes and her
Now,
motherfucking knots look like dookies. Please stop. Please. Please just stop.
$12.50 for a class, and you talking about this is a certificate.
If you've been honest, bitches is out here making one-on-ones for anything.
And I feel like I'm making excuses for business owners because I am one, but I realized that.
Do you do overlay?
No. But listen,
because that's all I get in my nails. Then I'm gonna try you though.
A lot of people have a set price. Once that post on Instagram went around, all you need is $300 a day to become a millionaire by the end of the year, and this and that. People are trying to reach a certain goal. Those classes do not have to be that high
at all.
But I feel like also, how much was their training? I went to nail school. I didn't just self.
You might wear.
But that's the thing.
Her name is. I went to nail school.
She went to nail school.
Nail school, bitches.
She went to nail school. She ain't do no one-on-one training.
I'm not freestyling on nobody's hand. I'm not doing no period stains. But yeah,
Shantae's School of Nails for 6 months to get licensed, to get certified. It was hell for me, but I went, and
she did that shit.
The price I paid almost $4,000. The class was $3,000 and some change, and then I joined late, so I joined like the week that they were starting. They already had one class started, so I had to buy my own supplies, which was another $1,000. So on top of that, if I'm going to teach and I'm going to include supplies and stuff, you're getting. I learned book stuff, not just Instagram stuff. That had to come later. She taught me what was going to help me with getting my license, what was going to be on the test, what was the basics of the health and nails and stuff.
If you charge a certain, like a high price, I would definitely pay it because you went to school.
Right. But some people, like you said, they're getting this one-on-one class for cheap, and then they're charging more. They're not giving you no supplies, and then they're at home printing out a certificate.
No, first of all, they don't even know everything that what y'all supposed to do, like for as sanitizing, cleaning, and all of that. They're just learning as they're going, and it's like no.
But a lot of them feel like, why should they? Because you're going to the Chinese people who don't give a damn, who are putting anything in illegal stuff on your nails. Remember a few years ago, long time ago, people was going to go get eyelashes on the Chinese people.
Oh no, I never did that.
Waxing your eyebrows.
They was giving you they was giving you
all this glue.
Bitches
hella glue
in high school from the Chinese
the nail salon.
First of all, they was going to Church Square. I remember.
It was ugly.
It was definitely bad.
It was ugly.
They was definitely.
But okay. So,
but I know a girl. She definitely charges $950 for her fucking ponytail classes. The bitch just started doing ponytails not that long ago.
I don't want to speak on ponytails.
And
I can say
ponytails. All I'm gonna say is
I pay $165 for ponytails and they don't last more than a week.
Okay,
first of all, why are you paying? Why are you paying $165?
The girl that I'm talking about
$165. They used to be what, $80?
Why are you paying $165?
The girl that I'm talking about.
That's how much everybody charge on Instagram.
Listen, boo, I charge $95 and I provide the hair.
Book with my sis.
Listen,
and I watch your
on
blow
Instagram,
dry.
I'm not saying no names, but
it's no way.
But I'm saying the bitch
I got a friend, Sue Slater. She does ponytails. $80-$90. Like it's no way.
But the girl that I'm talking about, she has really nice.
I know
the
girl that I'm talking about.
She has really
her
nice.
clients a bomb. They baddies.
She had really nice fine hair. The girl that I'm talking about that charged $950 for her. So when she do her ponytails, of course it's probably gonna be not.
Oh yeah, because the
fine
hair.
Hard for you because you have sleek
fine hair.
Your edges are really nice. You feel me? They're full and everything. Bitch,
and she knows
everybody. You're not charging me $950. And your
ponytails are $165, and I'm gonna get another one because
your bun looks like a doobie turd. You're not charging me $950 for that.
Two things to say. Okay, so with all of this business and everything that we're doing, why do we feel like we face a divide within? Okay, we are getting money, and men are getting money, but there is still like a divide. There's a divide within, women doing their own thing, and they feel like they have certain standards. And now men are coming
wanting to be females.
Niggas is bitches.
A lot of men, like I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of men nowadays are really sassy and really
sassy as shit.
All I'm saying is, bring back toxic masculinity. I like that before all this new stuff.
I don't like
men.
that.
I'm sorry, but men. I'm not saying that men can't be emotional and everything, but men
I'm not
act
saying
like
that.
Straight females.
They
now.
do.
They don't even want to be providers, but they still want you to be a housewife.
They don't take pride in being men anymore. Like niggas don't know how to change a tire. You feel me?
I know I changed my tire.
You know,
I feel like men should know how to cook.
You should not saying that she shouldn't know how to change her tire because she should. But at the end of the day, men should know how to change a tire. You should know how to fix a broken light in the house. You should know how to, do certain things as a male in the household. Like you should just know how to do it. Like
it's our fault.
Fucking man.
And this is what
it's our fault. And I'm gonna be honest.
This is what they say
because
about females.
you gonna spoil your son. You got a son.
Oh baby,
it's the mothers. It definitely started at the mothers.
I got it out the mud. Okay?
It's the you got it out the mud, and your son,
he gonna be a
but see,
hustler.
most of them don't. My mother, 7 siblings, first one to move out, first one to get a job at 17, bought her own house at 17, own car. She determined because they didn't have a lot. 7 of them had the hand me downs, everything. My parents are older. Listen, me, spoiled as crap. My child, spoiled as crap. So I know I enable I have a little girl. I know I enable her. My father enables me. He enables my mother. It's a lot she didn't put up with when she met him. She already set those ground rules. But most of these men and their mother.
Okay, but listen,
I
feel like this is how I feel.
They more so best friends than mother and son.
They more so mother and daughter.
As women,
they more so mother and daughter.
Let me just say this. I feel like as women, we really take on so many tasks and so many responsibilities at a young age. And I'm not saying that men don't do the same thing, but it's like with us,
they have a lot of leeway.
Some of them
yes,
do.
but I think in society, like just society's overall, like what we should do, what we should be, how we should act. And so when
back to what I said earlier about double standards. Yes. That's why I dislike double standards.
So when men go into the world, they're looking for the same qualities of a woman. They're trying to see. They want someone to like certain men. They do leaders.
I am not Keisha.
Real boss men, real substantial men. They want someone to stand beside them and be that boss that you are. But sometimes
no, they do not.
Yeah, I do. I feel that
men do
real.
not.
I'm leaders.
Leaders don't want another leader on their level. They do not.
This is what leaders want. They want you to be a leader, but they want you to be a housewife. They want you to match them equally, but in the house, it's not equally.
Okay, I agree. Let me tell you why I agree. If a men, okay, so this is the thing that I'm seeing now with a lot of men. Men are really actually beginning to get money. Like, just bossing themselves up and getting money.
They keep wanting to get their CDL.
That because women is in the crazy part, women is motivating them to get more money. You see how it's women out here, like, they
that's
really.
That's what I said. Women right now, for me.
But that's why I say that's the problem. You'll be with a man, he won't have more than you. Yeah. And you help him get that CDL.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
In a better predicament.
He said fuck.
Why he said fuck you?
Hold on, I have something to say.
Exactly.
But then why the fuck do they be mad?
A woman can be a great, powerful woman on her own, but a man really can't be the man that he need to be without a woman by his side.
Exactly.
That is
I'm not trying to get in like to religion or anything, but if you really are a Christian and you really believe what the Bible says and everything like that, that's why the fuck Eve was
man
made
shall
out of
provide.
Because the men cannot survive without women.
We are them.
You cannot. Y'all need us. So that's why what you said just ties to everything and it makes it true because
a woman can be a strong woman, powerful, financially stable, and everything.
And I just watched.
A man.
I just seen
an
Instagram post recently. They asked the guy said, "Well, what does women bring to the table other than sex?"
Right?
I hate those type. I like
I'm
pretty sure.
Yes, I hate the what does bring to the table.
He said that he can provide and everything like that. So he asked the lady, what did she bring to the table? And she said,
I done said, bitch, I can provide.
She said, the house that you buy, I make it a home. The things that you think of, that you don't think about, the little things, I think about them.
But that's not good enough for a man.
That's what he said. I can pay for that.
He said I can pay for that. He said milk prep, I can get a milk prep.
That's not good enough for a man.
He said I can pay somebody.
I want women to realize that we will never be good enough for a man, no matter what we do.
But in reality,
at the end of the day, if that's your woman, she's gonna make sure you're good 100% without you having to kick out a dime.
But in reality, this is the thing.
So why would you want to kick out a dime for somebody who don't give a fuck about you?
Exactly.
But no, in
over
reality,
somebody that does give a fuck about you.
In reality, this is
I
how
never
it
understood
is.
that about men. I never understood that either.
Men basically make it like we need them. We don't.
No.
All we need men for is to make a baby.
That's really
You can go to a sperm bank.
But you have to understand, it's because a lot of women do need them. It's a type of woman. That's why they do, that's why they do not date black women. No, listen. That is why they do not like to date black women. It's not because we have attitudes. It's not. Let me tell you, a Puerto Rican woman will stab you quick and cuss you out. They love it. Let a black woman roll her eyes. They done with you. It's not because we are black. They could not stand how we are just like them. Or maybe better.
No,
these women who need them,
he will say everything he don't like.
These women who need them,
he will say everything that he don't like and go get it. That is true. Say everything that he don't like and go get it
all the time.
Like I don't understand that.
I don't want to slap bitch.
I don't want a bitch that asks for shit, but you go get the bitch that asks for shit. Oh, I want a bitch that don't ask for nothing. You still don't give a shit.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the ones that on Instagram models don't have a dime to
all
their name. Refrigerator got 6-month-old old milk in it, and she getting flued out to have sex and do whatever he asks her to do, and they love it.
Right here, everybody at this table.
They like the control.
So if I make this statement, I'm not saying that nobody at this table is not pretty. I'm saying, do you notice that really, really pretty women cannot keep a man? Do you notice that?
The one.
The really, really.
I know what you're talking about.
Like you'd be like, oh, she pretty as shit.
No,
cannot keep a man.
This is what I was gonna say. Two things. I really feel like it's because when women have a certain standard, when a woman is a boss ass female.
No, I'm not even talking
black
about
women.
I'm just saying.
I'm just talking about the pretty women that you'll see walking down the street and you'd be like, oh, she pretty as shit.
Oh, like them Instagram models.
Regardless if you can't keep a man.
Them Instagram models.
You can be a boss ass female regardless.
Some people, they don't have brain. They don't have ambition. All bitches just be having looks on Instagram.
But this is what I'm saying. Regardless, though, I'm talking about you can be a boss ass female regardless of your financial status or whatever. It's when you have a certain type of mindset, when you have a certain type of moral or value or anything, when you have any type of opinion,
you like turn this shit off.
When you have any type of opinion or statement, it's like
it's a debate.
They sassy as shit.
It's like they feel like
niggas is sassy as shit. Like, oh my
gosh.
God.
Like they're superior. They shouldn't be challenged. They don't care what you bring to the table.
Like Twitter brings out. I don't care what no one says.
Right.
I don't care what nobody says.
Twitter
brings out everybody's mindset. Everybody's true thinking. I don't care what no one says. It's just Twitter. Or I'm just not really being. No.
As a woman,
really is like
as
that.
a woman, we have to learn.
I honestly say if that nigga doesn't. He's not a pick me on Twitter.
Girl, please.
But you also have to learn as a woman, when like you said in your relationship, we have to learn how to separate certain men from other men, because in your relationship, you have to learn. And what a lot of black women don't do, we are not submissive.
Nope.
And we had to learn. We had to learn how to submit. They don't. But listen, this is my thing. In a relationship that you really want to work, you got to change yourself. Sometimes I have to catch myself from being the old me, from saying things.
But that's coming with
I can belittle a man quick.
I have a really bad attitude
I should
problem.
not have, because I'm a strong black woman and I know I'm a boss ass bitch. I shouldn't have to belittle myself so my man can feel like a man.
What I say
He
earlier.
should know that he's a man.
But
and know that
also,
he got a boss
we
ass
gotta
bitch
watch
side.
how we talk to them sometimes too. Because sometimes us as women, we can be a little rough. We can definitely be rough on the man.
They had this post on Twitter and they was like, what do you call your significant other? And I ain't gonna lie.
I call
mine
my
get called a bitch. You did?
Hold on.
And so we gotta learn how to stop doing that.
But listen,
But I will. I do it.
I definitely gotta learn how to
Men do it. Men call us they bitch.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm with my
don't
boy.
like
Like
that.
this, he be kissing ass so much. He be like, I'm with my wife. I don't want to come outside. Okay? Because if he say the word bitch, he might as well go stay with his friends. Okay?
I don't like.
I say bitch.
Okay?
Like,
I mean,
a bitch is a freely word for me. Like
Yes.
I say bitch.
That's yes.
So it's like when I talk to the nigga that I'm dealing with or the person, I might say bitch or whatever, or I might be aggressive because at the end of the day, bitch, you're not gonna talk to me.
But you know what? I had to
and
learn.
it's like sometimes you do because, like I said, my mother and my father is married. When I say my mother is one of the best wives that I ever witnessed in my life, and I'm not just saying it because it's my mother. I'm saying it because I lived in that household and I seen like she's really a good ass wife. You feel me? Me, I don't see myself being that. Like I don't see myself. Oh, like for instance, the other day, my dad was at work. He was at work like for a long time or whatever, and like my mother, like when I tell you she couldn't fucking move till this man got in the house. like couldn't move. Like I'm asking her like, what we gonna eat? She all like, I'm waiting for you for what?
That's a partnership, though.
That's a partnership. You feel me? But me, fuck no.
But let me say something.
I'm eat. The fuck is you talking about?
Like
I'm
I said,
not
my
waiting for
parents
him.
been married since I was 2. But my mother, let me tell you, her father told her, don't start nothing for a man that you cannot finish. My mother don't cook. She don't clean. She goes to work. His check goes into her bank account. Them bills get paid. She handles her business. When she first met him, she
that
told
sound
him,
like
let
my
me tell you,
client.
my mother is a boss, right? My daddy a boss too. But he does everything that she is supposed to do. Her father told her, don't start nothing that you ain't going to finish. And let me tell you, because us as women, when you first meet a man, you cooking for him, you cleaning for him, you doing all this. After a while, it stops. Then he's upset now because you're not doing the same things. And then
That's
he
one thing
runs
I
out
can say
to
about my
another
mama.
female
Every
to
day-
get those things that you stopped doing.
Every day
Don't
is a
start
meal
it.
in my house, whether it's for me or
My mother is still married,
One
and
thing
half
I
the
can say
things
about
that
my
women are
mother,
supposed to do,
every
she does
day
not do.
That man walks through the door, he has a meal. Whether I can look like, for instance, my father was just on a lemon water diet. My mother did not cook because he was on a lemon water diet. Once he said I'm off of it,
That's partnership.
she was in the motherfucking
I'll
kitchen.
tell you this.
Cooking.
At first, when me and my boyfriend moved together, yeah, I was cooking, yeah, I was cleaning. But at the same time, if we going to be 50-50 financially, we going to be 50-50 everywhere else. I'm not about to be having a
that's
long ass day at
understandable.
work and coming home cooking a meal,
But let's-
bathing kids.
Right.
You better order if you can't cook, because I'm coming home to a hot meal. You was home first. Whoever get home first, I feel like you should handle that.
That's how.
I
That's
think,
what
I
agree
think that
on
we
that
should get
shit.
into
I do agree
the
on
like
that too.
expectations. Like when we first get into a relationship, we have certain expectations for the people that we're dealing with, and people think that you are supposed to do certain things as a male and as a female too, and it's just like
That's what they expected.
like okay.
Everyone should do what's best for them, because people is living up to these social media standards.
Not even
when
just
it comes
social
to
media.
certain things.
We on social media.
Honestly, I never grew up with
Old
the
rules. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying?
my
That's
mother-
what's up.
See,
Like
no,
how she said,
my mom was
catering
a
type of
single.
woman.
She was a single mom. Yes, she was.
mother
And
was a single mother
yeah,
too,
she
but
was a
she was a
single mom,
catering
but she
type.
was a catering type. I
So
can't agree with that.
when I
Yeah.
got older,
See, I grew
I
up
didn't
in
want to
two
cater to
households.
my man.
I wasn't always
But-
with my mother and my father, but I grew up in 2 households, and both
Right.
households that I had were both married people.
Right.
Like, I both had a woman and a man in the you feel me? And the
Right.
man was the
I
one
never
that
had a
provided.
male in the house.
So as I grow up, you feel me, and I look at life, like that's how I would want my life, but whatever works for me and my partner is what works for me and my partner. I'm not gonna say,
Right.
oh, this is my lifestyle.
See,
because it might not work out that way.
I've always grown up like when my mother was with my stepfather, and she was with him since I was like 5 or 6, right? I seen my stepfather be a provider. It might not have been legal, but he was a provider. My mother took care of everything at home.
At least he was
My
providing.
stepfather brought home the bread, and my mother paid the
Amen.
bills with it. Okay, so I always had that mindset. But
Right.
when I got to the stage where though I started dating a man that felt like, oh, I want to be equally financially, but I still feel like I'm the man of the house, and I still want you to have your role as a female. I was like, I ain't with that shit. If we're gonna be 50-50, we gonna be partners, it's gonna be equal, like, all around. If you can't cook, that's fine with me. I like to eat out too. Just had the money. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to eat good. I'm not ready to settle for no McDonald's when I want steak.
I
You know
like
what I'm saying?
McDonald's.
You know the whole, women do this dumbass shit, and we do this, but I think we do it because the simple fact of we know what we want to eat.
Exactly.
I
No,
know
most
what
of the time I
fuck
don't
wanna
know what I want to eat.
Okay,
Okay,
I know
so
what
let
I
me
want
ask
to
y'all
eat.
this: do y'all eat based on a man's what you think he has?
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Because if he
If
can't,
I'm-
guess what?
Because that used to be me.
Right.
I used to eat
I
back
agree.
then. I used to eat based on what I
What you
thought
thought
he
he
could pay
had.
for.
All I'm
So
saying
I would
is-
eat cheap.
said
I feel as
Now,
though if I can eat it
if
on
I
my
want
own,
two
you
meals,
know,
ask
I'm
me
gonna
what
eat
I
it.
want to eat.
I'm
I
getting two
can't
meals.
afford what I
Right,
want to eat.
exactly.
At this
Because
point,
this is what I eat on
what
the
you want to
regular.
eat, but I only got this amount.
Yes.
Now I want the
If I
lamb
eat
chops.
steak on the
No,
regular
listen,
and you
that's
ask
what
me
you need to
what I
say.
want to eat,
No,
yes.
what you need to say is you need to give her options so we know what we're working with.
Okay.
You don't need to be
I
like,
got
what you
McDonald's
trying to eat?
money
You
right
be like this,
now.
You want to go to Wendy's
I got
or
Chick-fil-A.
Sonic, okay? I'm working with Wendy's or Sonic. I can't do nothing else. You need to be
Right.
real.
We can get the
lie.
latte, we can get the surf and turf next week.
I'm not gonna lie, cause I might need a crab cake, a
Tonight I
lamb
want
chop.
Nick's for breakfast. That meal right there is $35. So I want extra sides, and I want fish, and I might want chicken. Okay. I like to eat.
I'm a fat ass. I'm
I
gonna
like,
eat.
I like
me.
to eat.
That's
I might
me.
want to go to Poppy's. I might want the lamb chops with the crab cake.
Period.
Okay.
And I might want to say add a little lobster
With the
tail on
sriracha
there.
sauce.
You gotta be able to afford that. And I drink
Make
more
my-
than one.
my
And I
steak
might want to
Oscar
go to the
style.
mall and get a couple shots.
What?
I mean a couple. I'm not talking
All I'm
about
saying
one and I.
is-
When I say couple, I that means two, but I don't really mean two.
All I'm saying
Okay.
is I like wine and I like the expensive shit. If they
Okay.
refer some expensive shit, you need to be able to afford it. Like,
and not saying that I can't pull out my own card and buy the shit for myself. Now let's get that right. You feel me? I can, whenever I'm asking you for trust,
I can reciprocate the energy very much.
All I'm saying is,
for you.
I had the little boy a couple niggas because they was on some, oh, I'm gonna take you on a date. And then when I was like, oh, that's cool, they like, you don't even give me no play. Baby boy, dating is to get to know each other. If you can't take me to a conversation, then we can't vibe. Cause I done had niggas take me to restaurants that have dress codes when he like, oh, get dressed, but make sure you wearing this, that, and the third. If you can't afford it, then I'm not the type of bitch that you need.
Hold up.
And if you know I got my own business, then I'm really not the type of bitch that you need.
Not
you
even just affording it. I hate when niggas just don't know how to do dates.
Wine and dine.
Like,
yes.
Is it so hard to think of a date?
No. But let me be honest.
Niggas don't date.
It's certain type of niggas because
don't require
if y'all go out DC, right?
Right.
You go to clubs and places out DC. I've had multiple men pay my way in, buy me a drink, go about their business. They not asking for my number. They not asking to take me home. Baltimore men, let them buy you a little $7 little shot or a little drink. They swear you supposed to come back to their room.
That night. Like,
you are like $7. Like what?
First off, sir, I could take you out.
It's to the point that I don't even accept certain things from certain men because it's like.
But that's why I said you really do have to separate the ballers, the players, the real niggas who really gonna do that shit, spend that motherfucking bread.
They all niggas.
They are all
and the niggas who really be mad. And that's what I was gonna say. On Twitter, I seen a post that said, these niggas really be jealous of the bitches that they really like.
They do.
They really do.
They don't be thinking you really got money like that, and they be around you. They like, this bitch really.
But it's crazy because if you peep, the niggas on Twitter always talk about bitches having money. But then if you really peep, they always have a tweet about bitches having money or tucking their mony off or
I know
something
a lot
like
of
that.
Personally, they don't give a fuck about a broke bitch. And they talk about broke bitches. Why? Because they deal with females that take care of them.
Exactly.
They broke niggas, okay, in actuality. They talk about broke bitches because they can't afford
Or let's talk about the ones who can only afford themselves. Yep. That's why they want to date a woman with money. They want you to have your own money. And they can be able to say, oh, yeah, my bitch a boss. But at the same time, they not spending a dime on you. Because they too busy trying to keep up. They can't afford to buy themselves a Murray's and you get you a Murray's too.
I can honestly
It don't work that way.
I don't like a man. I like a man to be clean, you know, with his hygiene and everything, like to look good. But I don't like men who too into themselves more than they into their girl. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is a big turn off. Because you gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no offense to my LBGT.
Because you know what? No,
because you know they fuck around trying to cancel me and shit.
No,
but I'm just saying no offense to them, but that shit is
no, but if you think about it, men are just like us. You know how we say we get dressed ourselves?
Right.
They get dressed for their brothers.
They
get dressed for their homeboys.
They be like, bro.
They get dressed for them homeboys.
Time out.
They don't even care to look good.
It's my baby.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say this one thing, and then I'm gonna say two things. I want everybody to go around, and then we going leave it at that. Okay, with that nigga shit, and the niggas getting icy for they bros. That shit irritates me because a nigga really will like be going through some shit or whatever, and like, oh, I gotta go to my bro for information. Nigga, are you your own individual person, or you gotta go to your bro? Your bro is who motivates you to be this type of person.
It's like they need male validation
like
to go through life.
A lot of niggas who really not like that. You feel me? Or really soft as shit, and you trying to be this certain type of person that you're fucking not.
Niggas that try to
a lot of niggas like that.
Feeling about a bitch, like, oh, you know that's the thing.
Like, just be yourself. It's okay.
It's the fake ass. It's the niggas who was football players in high school for me, and now they drug dealers and killers. But I
was never even in the streets. Which street you was on? Your mama ain't let you off the porch after 7.
Your mama was buying all your clothes. Your mama was buying all your clothes.
These are my last two questions, y'all. Okay. So, what is your type? That's one. What's your type? What do you like?
The low cut.
And what has been?
I ain't gonna lie. Oh yeah, let me speak on this. No, let me speak on this.
I like mine is medium ugly.
Hold on, let me speak.
That's me.
Let me speak on this. I don't like that niggas keep growing their hair out. I
don't like that
it.
shit
You don't
either.
like it.
I don't want to
got
go
hair.
like when I touch your head. I don't
Boo
want to
got
have to
hair,
go
so I
like
can't
this.
talk
I don't
about
want to have to
it.
feel like I'm scratching your scalp.
But some of them need it because some of them be having lumps.
Some of them
Yeah.
be, but when I say
Right.
everybody is now growing their hair,
It's
I
a
don't
trend.
like it.
I
It's a
blame
trend.
baby. I blame
And we don't
baby.
like dreads.
I don't like that shit.
Lil
Baby,
Baby
I
should never
wanna-
started that shit.
Go like this.
But you
I wanna
just
go like
said
this across your head.
you just said that it was baby, right? Niggas are influenced. Niggas are
First of all,
influenced.
and I don't like that everybody
Baby
keep wearing
is
these
slow.
baggy ass pants with the dunks. Fuckers, you Travis Scott, Offset, or somebody. I don't like that.
Started wearing baby clothes again. We don't like.
Do y'all? I
I
have
don't
a question
like it.
though. Do y'all
Bring that
think
baby
like
bullshit
Baltimore has their own style?
No.
I love my Baltimore niggas.
Like from the women in the, cause I don't think so.
No.
Because I collectively
'Cause once
see
the rappers-
a lot of women. Like I can't. I wouldn't say selectively women.
dressing a certain way. So
Even
do
with
the
women
niggas.
too.
And
Like
once
I
the
see,
bitches-
I
That's
see,
what I'm saying.
I
Once
see
the
Atlanta. I
celebrity
see
bitches-
Atlanta
yeah.
style in us. I mean, not in
All
us,
the
but in
women
Baltimore,
dress alike.
Philly, all that. It's see a lot of yes.
And
Everybody, everyone has the
I'm a
same
basic bitch,
outfit.
so I can't-
Yeah, me
I'm a
too.
basic
I'm a
bitch,
sweatpants,
so-
t-shirt, leggings type bitch.
All right.
I don't. I tell niggas that if you want a bitch that dressed up in designer, that's not me.
Not
I
me.
have no. It's nothing wrong with it. I like those
be
things,
having all that
but that's
yarn,
not me.
This nigga, let me tell you why this
That's
nigga,
another story.
one of these niggas stopped fucking with me.
Okay.
And I felt like if you wanted me, if I had it, then I would wear it. If I don't have it, because the simple fact of he wanted me to have some Dior slides, and I said, if you
Buy them. If you want me to have this stuff, buy them.
Oh,
If you
okay.
require these things, buy them.
I ain't
If you want me to talk about, oh, you need your nails done, get my nails done.
This is the thing.
Right.
This is the thing for me.
Oh, you need your hair done, get my hair done.
If that's the type of woman you want, go get it.
Right.
Like I don't really care. It doesn't bother me now because
I'm
I'ma
mad that
always
you
stay
think
true.
you to have some fucking
Girl,
Dior slides.
I'ma
You gotta
always
suck
stay
it. And I
fucking
would've told
true
you
to
this
my
about him.
motherfucking self. Always stay true to myself.
If a nigga buying it, I'll accept it as a gift. But
Yes.
don't be mad because I
But-
ain't buying it. I'm just saying.
This is always gonna be a fly bitch, regardless. You feel me?
Whether I'm in Fashion Nova or motherfucking Fendi.
All I'm
or
saying
Forever
is-
21, it doesn't matter. If I go to the thrift
but
store and
wait.
find it, it
I
doesn't
like
matter.
mixing the two.
A lot of niggas walk around with designer and be broke as
I like
shit.
my fashion
Catching the
Nova.
bus. The nigga that he Gucci down from his
I like my
to
thrifting.
his
I
shirt,
like my
okay? He
fashion
catching the
Nova.
bus.
Now me,
Nah.
as far as me, as far
Zara,
as
all of
me, I will
that.
shop anywhere.
Yes.
I will too.
I do
Because
like
I
to
feel
find-
like if
I've
you
had
can
always
dress,
liked to find
you
things
can put
like, if you
anything
do
together
me
from
since I was, like,
anywhere.
a little child, then
I
you
like
will
that.
always know. Like I do, but one thing about me, when I buy designer shit, it's never nothing that you would see on anybody else. Like
Well,
never.
this is my thing.
I
Never
like
anything
I
that you
used
would
to
see
like
on them.
designer, but not as much now because now nobody wants to repeat an outfit. So I'm not about to
the shit out of my
buy.
outfit.
And
You know how many times I
Same.
wore this hoodie?
Yeah, and then but this is my thing.
That orange
Same.
person
I will never forget.
If you washed it, it's okay to
But
wear
I
it
will
again.
never forget a female who died on no, matter of fact, no, she didn't die. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
ooh. Unrest in peace,
No, no,
Tom.
no, no.
Unrest. Sorry,
But
girl.
she bought these red bottoms a few years ago, and somebody had a Baltimore. This was like a Baltimore shade room, and they posted like 6 or 7 collages of her in them
the
same
same red bottom.
shoes
She kept wearing
to
them
tear
bitches.
her up. But now, so that put her in a predicament to better herself to where as though she got like 7
that's
or 8
fucked
pair.
up.
But that's
I
what I'm
paid
saying.
for it.
That's
I don't
petty
like
as
how
shit.
That's none of
society
your
has
fucking
now
business.
changed that you can't even.
Yes,
Red
and it
bottoms
hurt.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. I
People
don't
be trying to
like
live
people
these
that
fucking
crank under
lifestyles.
pressure When it comes to society, society should not run your life.
Shit, they
But
probably
it does.
They probably got
But
hella
it
pictures of me and my
does. It
Gucci's, and
does.
I'ma keep
Yup.
wearing them.
All
But
I'm
it
saying
does.
is, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be the same bitch. If I want to go on Rainbow, I'm gonna go in there. I ain't saying I do, but if I want to, I will. Okay, I'm gonna go on Forever
If I
21
like
and buy
it,
some
I'm gonna
slides.
buy it.
But
If I
just
think
feel
it's
like
cute,
if
I'm
you
gonna
know
buy
how to
it.
dress, you
Then
can
it don't
wear
matter.
anything.
Yes, I
Okay,
agree.
then
It shouldn't matter where you
and
shop
then when you
at.
think about it, bitches be having on all that designer and be looking the fucking mad.
And be broke. You know what,
This-
bitches?
You
Let me-
got on all that Dior and Fendi
No.
and Prada.
Let me tell
and
you what these
Gucci.
bitches is
You
doing
be
for the
looking
designer.
mad.
Bitches is stealing
A bitch
wigs.
exposed it
Bitches
on
don't have no
Facebook. These
stay
little
thing.
Instagram famous bitches and Twitter famous bitches is going over there in the Middle East letting niggas piss and shit on them just for a couple
No, she
bands.
not
It's
lying.
not worth
She
it.
not
No,
lying.
I'm laughing because
But
that's
it's
what
true.
I'm saying.
She not lying.
But this
It's
is the
real.
last thing
And
that
the
I'm
bitches
gonna
be
say.
selling-
Why you think they keep going to Dubai?
The bitches keep.
How you don't
the
even have
bitches
no
is
money.
selling
How
the
you
fake
keep
shit
getting
to
to
you,
Dubai?
and
Them
bitches
niggas
don't
be
really
pissing
know
on
how-
them bitches.
Don't really know if it's
Or
fake
Kelly
or
and
real. So yeah.
So this is the last thing I'm gonna say, so we can wrap this up for tonight because it's really been a good conversation. What are your disappointments when it has come to dating? And I want everyone to go around and then we can end it.
Oh my god, a nigga coming fast. That that shit right there.
We didn't get to get kinky, but that was the kinky.
That shit right
That's
there.
wildest
We didn't
shit.
get to get
If
kinky,
we
but that
dating
was
each
the
other
kinky.
and you
don't come
come
fast.
it,
Don't.
no, it is this a thing. I understand you come fast and you get back up, but if you come fast and you get back up and you come again fast, that's the big problem.
That
I don't
first
like
might
that.
be the trickiest, you know.
At this
But
point,
I understand.
pop a perk,
My whole
boo.
thing is, if you do come fast,
Y'all crazy.
I feel like you should.
If you fuck like a
You should
rabbit,
make sure that I get mine.
yes.
Make sure that I get mine if you know that you
I'm
come
biased
fast.
on it.
If you come
If
fast,
don't
you should
come
be a
fast,
head
because If
monster.
you don't make sure I get mine, then what the fuck are we fucking for?
But this
bitch?
my
'Cause
thing.
Y'all
both of
had
us is
sex. If
supposed
you
to
ain't come,
come.
you had sex with that
I'm
nigga.
biased on it because I don't want you to come fast. But if you take too long to come, what's the problem?
That's me too.
Let's wrap this up.
But listen,
now you go-
fast is unbelievable. It ain't a
I don't
quickie
need
fast.
45
And then
minutes
what's
to
the
an
problem?
hour.
If you take too long, I'm gonna stop. I don't
Okay,
give a
let's
fuck.
wrap
You
this up.
shouldn't be
This
taking
pussy
too damn
is
long.
dying. This
It
is
shouldn't take you that long.
It start getting like
I'm gonna think something wrong.
we're tired.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're
We're
tired.
definitely tired. You might pull out and it might get a little bit more wetter, but I ain't gonna
Sometimes
lie.
it ain't
Yeah,
getting
she
more-
tired. She
I'm
don't want no
tired.
Sometimes this is what I do. I know y'all know about the rules, okay? Sometimes I'm gonna get my nut off and then I'm just gonna give him head to get his nut off. Cause if he taking too long, I don't wanna do it no more.
But what
So
if
I'm
it's
gonna just do something for
seriously?
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my nut
Okay.
off and then I'm gonna do something for you.
Yes,
Like I'm saying, like,
I agree.
but I mean, I'm not.
Definitely.
If you're too quick, then I'm gonna be looking at you
But
like
if you
this.
too
8 minutes
quick,
tops.
then you need to make sure
I'm
I
good
get
with
my
that.
shit.
Okay,
I
any
done
more
got that too.
disappointments?
You said what time? Oh, okay,
8 minutes
disappointments.
tops.
I don't like how like I said with the roles, I don't like how men want to still be man of the household, but you're not taking on that role. Like I'm saying, like if you can't meet me 50-50 with a lot of shit, then it's like
It's no point of us
a lot of men really be on
furthering
some.
this.
They want you to have your own money. Yes, they be good when you have your own money, but they still don't want to do their shit as a man. You be like, what am I here for? I can find a nigga that's going to do
know
it.
how to change a tire. The fuck?
I can't even call you when I get a flat.
I believe men should know how
Like,
to
and
cook.
if you don't know how to change the tire,
I
you should at least
do.
have AAA. I should be getting a tow truck called or something. Like, you should be in some way helping me.
I don't dislike. All right, I this
Pride
one-
issues.
This one I don't like.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Yeah,
I don't like
that
pride.
either.
I don't like that pride
I don't
shit.
like niggas be so pressed to get you. So pressed.
When they get
As soon
you.
as they get you, they don't even know what the fuck.
But
to
you
do
know what
with
they
you.
said? They said because you took so long, they not interested. They not interested
Not
no
even
more.
say
I
you
mean,
don't
after
take
a while,
long.
we be
They
under
did
this
say that.
shit.
They be like, you.
Okay,
Well,
I
you took
understand
so
that.
long. We don't even want to get to know you
I
no more.
understand that, but say if you don't take long.
Yo, this might
For
sound crazy.
instance, like I don't
They ain't
wanna,
like
I don't
something.
want to keep laying up in your house. It
They ain't
ain't
like-
shit in your house for me.
I mean, I get
Nothing.
what you're saying.
I'm about to
I'm
tell
gonna
you
go
a couple
outside.
turn-offs for me.
I get what you're saying.
Wait
It's
a
like
minute,
if
let
you
me
want a
say mine.
nigga,
And
but
you
you
can't.
want a
Oh,
real
you go into
bad,
yours.
but
My
you see something
dislike-
that you don't like. I kind of I understand.
Yeah,
where you're
like,
coming
Mine
from.
is
I
just
dislike
crazy.
Yeah.
men who don't understand their partner. Basically, like if
Ooh.
you know that you have a girl,
that shit, girl.
whether she's a brat, whether she's small, if you don't know how love language to how you know how we might be like, get out. I don't want to talk to you no more, but then we block him, but we keep checking to see if he hit us.
Right.
Like you should
Put
know
in
how
fucking
I am.
effort.
You should know
You should
how I
know
am.
this.
We should be on
You've
that
been
level.
around me long enough to know.
To know something.
If I'm mad, you should know how to fix it.
I'm
if
not
something's
gonna lie. I was
But
with a
niggas
nigga-
don't be
if I
wanting to
block
do
you-
that shit.
I was,
Hashtag me
I was with a nigga
tell
for
me to
years
unblock
that
you.
didn't
I'll
know
say-
me, and I met a nigga just off the rip and straight knew who I was.
All I can
That
say
shit
is
was
this,
weird.
too.
I was looking
Beautiful.
like, what the
I
fuck?
don't. I don't like I don't like how you just said you should know me. Men feel like you should tell them. They feel like they're not mind readers. It should be shit like you said. It's certain shit
But
that you
I'm
should
not
pick
gonna
up
lie.
on.
The thing
Exactly.
about
It's
it
certain
is,
shit you gotta
when you
express,
really
and certain
think
shit you
about
should
it,
put
when you
up on.
really try, I mean, we never gonna
We
really
done
100% understand men, but
I know he already told me.
Oh damn
we're
it,
not
died.
gonna 100. We're not gonna always. We're never gonna 100%.
First off, we just had this
understand men,
conversation in Cali.
but they're dumb. But
Thank
they
you, though.
lack
We
common
good.
sense.
I was
Men-
trying.